I think it was the moment when I then presented this demo that Rafik liked, and they had like tears in their eyes, and I think that's like one of the greatest moments as a film composer when you really got to the point what the director is trying to achieve.
We kunnen niet aan Pirates of the Caribbean denken zonder gelijk de klanken van Hans Zimmer te horen. Zelfs de mensen die Super Mario nooit hebben gespeeld, kennen het bekende deuntje. En in de hitserie Stranger Things zou je de muziek zelfs als een van de personages kunnen beschouwen. Dit is allemaal mediamuziek. Ook in Nederland zijn er mediacomponisten die op hoog niveau muziek maken voor films, series, games en reclames. Van Netflix-serie tot Nederlandse hitfilm. Daarom zetten we hen graag in de spotlight met de Music and Media Awards. Zoals componist Anne Teikari. Zij is de winnares van de MIMA New Talent met haar muziek voor Zwart Geluk, oftewel Black Joy. Mijn naam is Amber Roner en dit is Buma Music in Motion Behind the Track. Welcome, Anne.
Thank you.
You were one of the winners of the New Talent. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, how was it to be up there on stage? You looked so happy.
Yeah, I was happily surprised. I didn't expect it at all. I was there too because my classmate Elena was also nominated, and then Nico Maasch. And I was just very happy to be even nominated. And I was there to I thought that Elena would win, so I was there to celebrate Elena. But I was quite surprising when I saw my own face on the screen.
Yeah, it was a big screen, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you looked so happy, so beautiful, so amazingly a proud winner you were.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of the work also. And it was so nice that Rafik, also the director of the film, got to be there, and we got to celebrate it together then with Elena and Rafik and everyone. So
yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, the award show is already behind us, but I'm really happy that you're here to talk about the work you did for Black Joy, for the movie. One step back, because I started to talk English to you. We decided to do it in English, because what is your background? Where are you from?
I am from Finland. I come from the north of Finland, and I graduated as a musicologist actually 2016, and I worked as a music journalist and musicologist in Finland for about 5 years. But then I had already this dream of making film music, but it seemed so far away, like something that just like aliens do. So
you wanted to make the...
Yeah, I wanted to, I think around COVID or something, and also some other life changes that I had, then I decided that if not now, then when. And then I had already checked this Amsterdam school like years beforehand, and then I decided to go for it and try. And I really focused on the exams to the school, and I was like, I have to get in there. And
that's the Film Academy, right?
Yeah,
Here in the Netherlands.
Yeah. Actually, or it's like the conservatory.
Yeah.
And then we do it's master's program between Film Academy and then the conservatory, especially for film composing. So and I'm very happy. It's I would say the best decision, and also the best luck of my life that I got in to the school. Yeah,
you got in, and now you got your first awards for your own music. Let's elaborate a bit on the film Black Joy. How did you get involved in this project?
It was a graduation film of Rafik, and we studied at the same time. So it's a documentary of Rafik's. And we had these matchmakings before our final year, and then we got matched with each other. So it wasn't that like dramatic or anything. Yeah, it's just like a school project in that sense.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a match made in heaven. Before we go into the music you created, you composed. Can you tell in short what the movie is about?
It's about Black Joy, about different Black communities in Amsterdam and the daily lives of theirs, and also showing the everyday happiness of Black communities in Amsterdam. But the hoofdpersoon, like the main character. My Nederlands is kicking in. That's good.
That's good.
But it's a Black trans woman called Ariel, and Rafik chose to focus on her story in that, and also bring the history of Black people here and the pain that they carry and but also then kind of have a silver lining in there. That's the main topic of the film, I would say.
Yeah. When you got matched, so you were going to compose the music for this film, where did you start? Because there's a lot of things happening in the film, a lot of different phases. There's a main character, but there are also other stories. I have watched it twice to see, I was so confused at one point as well. So where did you start with composing the music?
Confused is a good word for describing. Rafik had a lot of kind of ideas on the music, and that was also the summer when Beyoncé's Renaissance was published. So that was one part, kind of the ballroom music, and then they had also Kanye West's album, I think Jesus, the one with the red cover, was one of the inspirations. And then there was just a lot of different genres. And at one point, one of the first on the first edits, I made just a compilation of different kind of music and genres, just to see what could be the direction to go. And there was string quartet classical music, and there was dubstep and this ballroom music and everything. And I was like, this is never gonna work. This is a mess. And it went to a point when I was actually crying at home 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. And Rafik was always very giving me the freedom to do what I wanted to do and exploring. And I knew that they weren't afraid of going crazy or anything like that. But then for some reason, I wanted to keep this really kind of hard rock. I don't know how to describe it. There's this very kind of a powerful, synth thing going on. And I wanted to keep that as expressing the kind of power that these people have in the film. And then also Rafik had also the idea of combining some instruments from the African diaspora, like percussion and all that. So for some reason there I wanted to have then these three elements, this and then this percussion and then brass players as from the jazz background, and that's when it. But it was half a year after we had started, and it kind of clicked. Luckily then at 6 a.m. on that same Saturday morning, I started to make yet another demo. Then and Rafik was happy with it. So
that's so cool. Yeah, I meant confused in a good way. There was a lot of things happening, and that's also reflecting in the music you created. So it was a positive thing.
Okay,
just so you know. yeah, because there's so many storylines going on, but that's how you in the end created all those kind of different influences. What was the except for Rafik, that they wanted to have a lot of things going on as well. What was the most rewarding part of creating this work for you?
I think it was the moment when I then presented this demo that Rafik liked, and they had tears in their eyes, and I think that's one of the greatest moments as a film composer, when you really got to the point what the director is trying to achieve. It's I would say that one. Yeah,
and the most challenging part you just told me.
Trying to build it up, but I'm always I always know that I'm gonna work as long as it takes to make it work, and at least, to do my best. Yeah.
You were nominated and the winner from the New Talent. You just explained that you were like just started with composing music for film. How did you? Because are you still studying it, or was this your?
Oh, this was graduation.
This was graduation project for you as well.
Yeah.
Wow. How was it received, the project?
Well, I think, and I've got a lot of good feedback on the music, and that's positive. Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
To work together with a starting director like Rafik Opti, what did you learn you need from a director to do your work as a composer? What do you need from them?
What I learned working with Rafik was actually that they helped me to do my job instead of telling me what to do. And that there is a great difference. Like, they tried to fill me with the material that I needed, like musically, and give the inspiration that they were looking for. But they also stayed out of like my creative process, and were just encouraging to do it. But of course, like, they had like vision that had to be fulfilled. So, and they gave direction to that. But I knew that, that I need a lot of freedom in that sense and space to work. But the clear direction is also very important. And the story kind of, I have to understand it in order to make music for it.
Yeah. You again, you were matched in the beginning. How, because then you were also involved from the starting of creating the film. How important was it for you and for Rafik and for the rest of the team who were working on this film? Music, what role did it play in the project? How important was it?
I think it was very important for Rafik, and I was in the beginning the one who was more hesitant to put too much music in there, and Rafik was like, no, this is a 30-minute music video.
And it is.
Yeah, and it is. I was like, okay. And I presented the first demos already to the whole crew, which was really, really nice, and getting feedback and enthusiasm from them, and like kind of feeding also Myrtle Stratman, who's the sound designer of the film, with her kind of having the very early conversation of the relationship between the sound design and music. And she also sent me, Myrtle, some of her like soundscapes that she made very early on. So it was amazing, really. Yeah.
So cool. What kind of other projects are you working on?
There are some like a bit like hanging up in the air, so I don't dare to talk about them yet. But I just finished a film or documentary also on the housing crisis in the Netherlands. That was made by Tanja Warning and Annemaria Rus, and that will be premiered in the beginning of June. And some other like smaller projects, but music for this specific documentary was more electronic, more soft, and it was depicting a journey of a young mother looking for a home in Amstelveen with her child, and hoping to get more projects. I don't know.
Does this award help you to maybe get more spotlight on your work, to find new projects?
I guess so. And I've been like reached out to, but they're still like in the not like set in stone stage. So yeah.
You don't have to spoil everything for us. We just wait what you're going to make. No worries. Yeah. Looking back, that you were like, you came from Finland. You wanted to be a music composer for media music. You're there. You even won an award for that. What would you say to your younger self back there in Finland? What would you say to her?
I would say what Chloe Zhao said, actually, the director who won in the Oscars 2021, she won the Oscar for the best film, Nomadland. Yeah. And she was asked the same thing, like what would she say for young aspiring filmmakers? And she said that what you're doing is enough. And that was really, I would say, moving or resonated with me a lot. That, of course, in this field, there's a lot of insecurity and everyone's doubting themselves all the time. So it felt also quite radical to say something like that what you're doing is enough. And so that's what I would say also today.
Yeah. Well, definitely. What I would like to know to top it off, you had created this film together with Rafik and the whole team as a graduation to fulfill your studies, your masters. There was that moment, I know, because one of my friends also did Film Academy in Amsterdam. There's a moment that you're going to see it on the big screen together with all your family and friends for your graduation. How did that feel? How was it?
It was great, but also because I happened to got to sit next to Ariel. She came, the main character. She came a bit late, and she happened to just grab a seat next to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm such a fan!" And I had never met her before, so that was great. But yeah, it was. I think at that stage, getting off, like it had been finished already for some time, but yeah, it was really. Yeah, I was just really proud to see it. Yeah.
What are you most proud of?
That I got to learn so much new and like by studying these different music cultures also that I didn't know of before. And then also, as Rafik also told me all the time, that you have to have your own voice in there too. So I feel like I got to combine these elements.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Anne Teikari, our winner of the New Talent MIMA. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Ja, je hoorde Anne Teikari en het werk van haar vind je in de show notes. Daar lees je ook meer informatie over de Music and Media Awards. Volg deze podcast voor de andere verhalen van componisten waarmee we praten over hun werk.